as old as time, true as it can be. Very apt words to open this episode with. Well, it's not as old as time, but it certainly has roots in the truth. Hello there, my beloved batties, and welcome to another episode of Truth Behind the Tale, the series where I take a look at some of our most popular and well-known fairy tales and look into their real-world historical and cultural origins. And today we're going to be looking at Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast was first published in 1840 by French novelist Gabrielle Suzanne Barbeau de Villeneuve, and it was called La Belle et la Bête. It was later reworked by Andrew Lang in 1889 to give us the version that we're most familiar with today. But like Cinderella, this is a story which has many variants. The idea of animal brides and grooms can be found in folklore all over the world. And according to universities in Durham and Lisbon, the tale of Beauty and the Beast itself might have originated as far back as 4,000 years ago in the Bronze Age. But unlike Cinderella, this one can be said to have a real-world source which played significantly into its foundation. The French version was supposedly written to prepare young girls for arranged marriages, and this is exactly what happened to Petrus Gonsalvus and his bride, Lady Catherine. Petrus was a possible inspiration for the Beast. Born in the 1530s on the Spanish island of Tenerife, he suffered from a condition called hypertrichosis, which caused hair to grow all over his face. Around this time period, people with peculiarities were seen as commodities, and there were things to be gawked at in sideshows. And Petrus's condition didn't land him in a sideshow, but it did catch the attention of King Henry II of France. The king took him on as a kind of pet project, deciding to see if he could transform this wolf man into a respected nobleman. Petrus was given fine clothes and education, and was even allowed to keep the Latin form of his name. And even though people waited with bated breath to see him transform and his savage instincts come out, that never happened. By all accounts, he was a gentleman with a steady temperament. However, there was one thing missing which prevented Petrus from becoming a true member of the nobility, and that was having a wife. King Henry's wife, Queen Catherine, became Petrus's personal matchmaker. However, she was quite sneaky with how she did this. She deliberately kept Petrus's condition a secret so no prospective wives would be frightened off by him. And she also had her own reasons for doing this, and that was because she wanted to see if Petrus's condition could be reproduced in his children. Sounds like a nice lady. Eventually, she settled on a Parisian noblewoman with the same name as her, Lady Catherine. It's rumoured that Catherine was quite shocked by the revelation of her husband's condition, but she eventually grew to love and care for him deeply. They were married for 40 years and had 7 children, including a daughter called Antonia. 3 of these children, Antonia included, did inherit Petrus's hypertrichosis, so Queen Catherine did get her wish. This led to Antonia sitting for a series of portraits, which are still surviving, but even though they were all very highly educated and they moved in high court circles, the children were soon separated from their parents and gifted to royal families. It's unknown whether Petrus and Lady Catherine ever saw their children again, but they eventually settled in Italy and lived the rest of their lives together. So while the ending may be bittersweet as opposed to happy, it's nice to know that Petrus and Lady Catherine did find company and a kindred spirit in each other. And it's also interesting to note that in the 1946 film adaptation of Beauty and the Beast's design bears a striking resemblance to Petrus's portrait. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Truth Behind the Tale. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single episode. I hope you all have a very nice day, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!